So I'm going to introduce our honorable chief guest, Dr. Narendra S. Chaudhary. He has completed his undergraduate, graduate and doctoral studies at IIT Bombay and is currently working as Chancellor of Uttarakhand Technical University, Dehradun. Previously, he was working at Indian Institute of Technology, Indore as a professor of computer science and engineering. He had been director of Vishvesvaraya National Institute of Technology, Nagpur, and Maulana Azad National Institute of Technology, Bhopal, Indore. He has supervised more than 40 doctoral and 80 master students. He has 361 number of research publications which are in the areas of machine learning, network security, and mobile computing. He has also worked abroad at Nanyang Technological University, Singapore. So now let us have the pleasure of listening to the speech of our chief guest. Sir,
Good
please
morning.
address.
Good morning and welcome to all of you.
Good morning, sir.
I am very happy to see that the Institute of UTU, particularly Shivalik Institute, is very active in organizing large number of events. And I am happy to see that these events are organized regularly. Today's topic, the topic being post-COVID situation, what are the consequences for applications of science and engineering? It's a very interesting and very important topic, and the way I look at it, lots of thinking has already gone into in various forums about this aspect. The way we see it, we have seen that during this COVID-19 period, we had lockdown, and in the lockdown we got lot of opportunity because of our isolation. Although some people have gone into the frustration mode, I would say that we got time amongst our busy schedule to rethink about the various aspects. And particularly if I look at science and engineering, particularly the focus of technological university is on applications and engineering. Now, why do we want to do the engineering? Whatever situation we are in, we can always identify the there is a scope for the improvement. And in this COVID-19 situation, the introspection that we have done have in fact told us that okay, lots of improvements are possible in various aspects. As far as the technology is concerned, the technology has been changing rapidly, and the way we look at it post COVID, the kind of applications, for example, very simple applications which you might have also seen on the internet. Okay, instead of a handle to open the door, we can have a connection below the door, okay, so that okay, we can operate the door by foot. Lot of automation is possible, and this kind of automation would particularly lead to various aspects of innovation. And the emphasis of government of India, particularly when we want to boost our economy, the economy can be boosted by looking at what has happened in the advanced countries, particularly in the Silicon Valley. The Silicon Valley has been leading the whole world because of the various innovations that have happened in the last 3-4 decades there. China has become a manufacturing hub in those last 2 decades also. The opportunity for India is now the shift from China to India for various jobs, which include medicine, telemedicine, biotechnology, bioengineering, biomedical engineering, and so on and so forth. As far as computer science is concerned, if we look at the history of computer science, in the computer science, the introspection that has been done by the great forefather of computer science, namely Alan Turing, who gave us the Turing model of computation. But subsequent to Turing model of computation, what came up is the von Neumann's approach about how to convert a theoretical model to a practical aspect. Now, we have seen in the last 7 to 8 decades the fruitfulness of von Neumann architecture and von Neumann model, on the basis of which lots of computing devices and the way we look at it, even the today's interaction is facilitated by the advances in what we call it, not just in computer science but also information technology, which amalgamates the communication tools, advances in communications as well. In future, now this has already happened and this technology is very stable by now, but in future, what is going to come up? In future, we talk about Life 3.0, and in Life 3.0, okay, what is it with? It is with the deep learning, augmented reality, and various aspects. And the way I look at it, in the post-COVID situation scenario, whatever immediate effect we have already seen, now it is up to us now to see that it has led us to various aspects of innovation. We need to think about them, and the way I look at it, post-COVID, particularly in India and in our Uttarakhand state, if you look at the Uttarakhand state, lots of infrastructural development has already taken place. Now, to utilize this infrastructural development and to make this infrastructural development which is already in place as an economic engine is a very important activity. Our Honorable Chief Minister has been doing it, and if we might have in fact read lots of things about how planning is being done as far as reboosting and revival of various economic activities and making even the Uttarakhand state a very useful state for many activities. We do have pharmaceutical sector, very good pharmaceutical sector, very good automobile sector, and various ancillary industries. Our Ayurvedic products, in fact, in this COVID-19 situation, to boost the immunity, this various aspects of Ayurvedic, what we call it as Ayurvedic Kada, that is very important and interesting. So the way I look at it, okay, with this introspection that we have done, I think it's a great way ahead. It would be very interesting to hear the eminent panelists, experts, to look at what in various specialized areas the kind of advances that we would have, and maybe the thoughts. Why this kind of seminars, this kind of international conferences are important is because this helps us, the university, the academic institute, to formulate such kind of projects which are feasible, and I hope that this event will be a great success. With my best wishes to Shivalik Institute and to all the participants to take this opportunity and formulate the projects based on whatever is the discussion that we have in the today's event. Thank you. Jai Uttarakhand, Jai Bharat.
Thank you very much, sir.
Namaskar. It is
Thank
my
you, sir.
pleasure.
Your,
We can now continue.
your speech was full of enthusiasm and valuable knowledge. Thank you, sir. Now, I would like to request Dr. Sandeep Vijay, Director of Shivalik College of Engineering, to honor the chief guest and give vote of thanks.
Thank you very much, sir. Basically, from very busy schedule, because since last 2 days is quite busy in different activities. Still, sir has basically spent the time for this particular event, and he has given very valuable inputs to this particular conference. I'm very much thankful to him. Thank you very much, sir.